Alright, the device has been re-wicked. The juice is flowing, and today we are going to review a juice that I've got a love-hate relationship with. Alright, today we're going to talk about one of the most popular juices on the market. It's the Unicron milk from Cuttwood. So, just full disclosure here, when I first started vaping, this was probably the second or third juice I bought, and I bought it from a brick and mortar shop, and just bought a 10 milliliter bottle. And I went back, I liked it enough, I went back and bought the huge 120 milliliter bottle. And, well, after that bottle was done, I was pretty much done with it. So I had moved on to different juices, but I got this from a friend, the small little 10 milliliter bottle from a friend. I figured, let's review this. Let's talk about why I'm not really into it anymore. So we're going to be vaping in 3 devices. Of course, we're going to be using the Noisy Cricket Indestructible combo, which I really like. We're going to be using the RX200 with the Griffin on it, which of course I like as well. It's now got a vertical Clapton coil, 6-7 wrap, dual Clapton coil, vertical in this RTA, running at 55 watts, 4.8 ohms, so 5.14 volts. It's a good little setup there. I'm really enjoying the flavor that this vertical coil build in my Griffin gives me. It's a pain to wick. It's a real pain to wick. So re-wicking it for these videos for you guys, I just want you to know that this is a this is a real pain. I'm also going to be running in the avocado. Now the avocado, I changed the coil here as well, trying to get some better flavor. It's a parallel Clapton and 24 gauge Canthal build, and it seems to heat up quicker and produce really nice flavor. So it'll be interesting to see how the Unicron milk holds up in these changed devices. Now, when I first started vaping the Unicron milk, I was using a Kanger Subox with the standard OCC coils in the Kanger sub tank, and I liked it. I really did. My biggest problem with it was the price, really. This guy right here, I think, was $13 for the 10 milliliter. The 20 milliliters, about $20, $22, depending on where you get it at. We're talking brick and mortars here. And this guy was $65 or $69 for 120 milliliters. That's a lot of money, especially considering how much juice you go through when you start vaping sub-ohm, and especially when you start dripping into a powerful RDA. You know, with a series box setup, it just becomes really expensive really quick. Here's the nice thing, and when I did the Milkman review, you guys saw I do like that strawberry and creamy flavor. The Unicron milk's a strawberry custard flavor, so a little different. And I've seen some different recipes online that people have posted saying that they are the official Unicron milk recipe, and they've got 5 different types of cream flavors in them. And that may be right, because this is a very creamy vape. It has a great cream flavor. It has a very thick, dense cream flavor that's complicated, and you get that cream in the back of your throat, and you get the milky flavor on your taste buds, as well as the strawberry on exhale. And sorry for the noise, my dog's being stupid. But let's take a vape on it. Let's vape these devices. Let's talk about the flavors we're tasting. And I'll tell you, I know for a fact that my favorite way to vape this is not in an RDA on this device. That's not my favorite way to vape it. It's, you have this inverse relationship from clouds to flavor. So the more clouds you're kicking out in a device, the less flavor you get typically. Now, it changes the flavor profile, but on this one, I really think it takes away from it. So let's go and vape these. Lots of the cream. And you can see this, the plenty of cloud production, lots of flavor. I don't even know what the VG-PG ratio is in the unicorn milk because it's not listed on the bottle. The label doesn't really tell us anything about the mixture. I mean, on the back of it, there's where you get your ingredients. So it doesn't tell us really anything about the mixture. We don't know if it's how high the VG is in it. We know it's a high VG blend just because of the thickness of the liquid, but we don't know how high. Let's go ahead and move over to the Griffin for a second here. Now, the Griffin takes a moment to heat up, so it takes a little bit to get it going, and then it cranks. So much more of the strawberry in the Griffin. You get lots of cream in the Indestructible, but so much more of the strawberry in the Griffin, and it's just that sweet, almost smack your lips flavor. It's got a lot of the cream in the back of the throat, but mostly you taste that strawberry, that really delicious strawberry on the tip of your tongues, and it's the best strawberry flavor, really is. I mean, Milkman is great, but if you're a strawberry fiend, yeah, this is one you'll want to try because it's got a lot of that really rich strawberry flavor. It's absolutely delicious. Let's go ahead and try the avocado here. One thing I've noticed here, and I've been vaping this in the avocado for, I don't know, pretty much this morning, all morning. And when I put it in the avocado, it's the same color as that. And then after about an hour, it gets a little darker. It's not a lot darker, but it's a little bit darker. Sorry, my dog is being silly again. And I'm going to go ahead. This is a 0.37 ohm build in here. I'm going to run her at 60 watts. That should be about right, and we'll adjust if necessary. Sometimes I run enough builds that I just forget where I'm at. I forget what my settings are that I've been running on this. So let's see this. The single coil doesn't produce as much vapor, but it produces a lot of flavor, and I get a lot of a very balanced blend of the strawberry and the creams, and the custard flavor actually really shines through on this one. I really enjoyed in this device actually. A real evident custard flavor. It's got just a very complex blend, and you can taste all the different creams in it. It's got just so many hints of that thick, heavy cream, and you've got some of the sweet cream flavor in it. I don't know if any of you use the sweet cream creamer in your coffee, but that's what this tastes like. That's the most powerful cream flavor in here, is that sweet cream. And it almost gets to a cheesecake flavor. Not quite, but it almost gets to a cheesecake flavor. I really enjoy this. If you'll notice, I'm pulsing this a little bit because I don't like it to get too hot. I don't like the vape to get too hot. And that's my own preference. Man, that is a very complex flavor. So just because we get a more balanced flavor out of the avocado and the Griffin, I'm going to go ahead and just kind of go back and forth between these two because it is a more complex flavor. On this one, the Indestructible on the Noisy Cricket's kind of out of the running because it really doesn't give you any of the subtle notes. It gives you just a heavy cream flavor and is gone. It's a nice heavy cream flavor. It's not a bad vape, but it doesn't make me just Jones for another toke of it. Again, a lot more strawberry in this one. A lot more strawberry, a lot more of that strawberry sweetness to it. And it's really a good strawberry flavor, but I just wonder about the if I can't decide right now if I prefer the creaminess that's mixed with it in the avocado or having that strawberry up front. And that's a personal preference thing too. If you prefer to have the sweet up front and the cream in the back, then that's probably what you want to run is a build similar to this, a dual coil build. Not huge dual coils because then you get what the cream coming to the front and really burying the other flavors. But if you like a balanced but sweeter on top, then this would be the build for you. This would be the type of build you'd like. It's really nice. Really nice. I'm going to have to say that depending on your taste buds and your individual preferences, you're going to either want a dual and an RTA like the Griffin, and I'm sure we could replicate that build in the Indestructible and get a similar flavor. It's just not where I've got it built right now. And if you like a more balanced with the creamier, yeah, that custard really comes to the top. It's a nice flavor, it really is. So let's wrap it up. Let me go through this really quickly here and wrap up my thoughts on it. My thoughts are, if you like cream, if you like a really dense creamy flavor with just a hint of the strawberry, go with an RDA with a big coil build in it. You know, I've shown you guys this coil I've got in here before. I haven't changed it. It's a pretty massive 16 wrap dual build, and it's got a lot of cream in the flavor, but the strawberry is lacking. The strawberry is left behind. You still get a hint of it. I mean, it's still there. It's not gone, but it's not nearly as prominent as it is in the other two. If you want a really balanced flavor with all the hints, a single coil build similar to what I've got on the avocado is going to give that to you. It's going to be a cooler vape. It's not going to be nearly as in your face, but it's going to be a much more complex flavor. It's going to give you various cream hits with the heavy cream, that sweet cream, that heavy sweet cream, really the predominant one. If you like something that's more sweet, if you like that strawberry flavor really up in the front, then something like the Griffin's going to be a great choice for you. A dual vertical build, which is what's in there, or even probably a dual horizontal build. It's going to be a better vape for you. It's going to be really sweet. It's a hotter vape. It is hotter, but it's not overpoweringly hot. It doesn't hurt you. It is a warmer vape. It's going to give you more of that sweet flavor. But it's a personal preference. Now, here's my problem with Unicorn Milk and Cuttwood in general. So Cuttwood, they have great flavors. No, not meaning to diss Cuttwood at all. They do have great flavors, and they've done a lot of work, I'm sure, to develop the flavor of Unicorn Milk. The problem I have with it is the price. I mean, when you're talking, you know, $65, $69 for this, or you can get the one-hit wonder for about the same price, where it's got 40 more milliliters. It comes with the big dripper bottle as well as these 15 milliliter Unicron bottles. I mean, it just seems like better bang for the buck. And it's a premium liquid as well. So we're talking about 2 premium liquids, and the Unicron milk's just more expensive. And I have an issue with that from a financial standpoint. One of the benefits to vaping is supposed to be that it's cheaper than cigarettes. So it's less expensive than cigarettes. Obviously, when you vape the way I've been vaping, when you're vaping with and buying new devices and a bunch of different juices, and you're trying out a bunch of different juices, and you're re-wicking all the time in order to get pure flavor from your juices, when you're redoing your coils a lot in order to try different coils, in order to get different flavors out of your juices, it's not going to be as cost effective. So when we're doing that, it's not going to be cheaper. But for the average person who's just vaping to quit smoking, this kind of ruins the cost benefit. But those are my thoughts. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you leave some comments below and tell me what you think. Tell me what you'd like to see changed. Tell me what things I could add. Give me some ideas of juices you'd like to try. I've got a smaller juice company and a couple of other bargain juice companies that I'm about to review that I've been vaping for a little while. Actually have some interesting flavors out there to talk to you about. And we're gonna go on to those here. Hopefully I'll have those videos up, or one of those videos up tomorrow, because I've been vaping this juice for about a month now. And yeah, I think you'll like it. Another premium juice is coming as well, and I've got a company that I've been talking with that would like me to review their juices. That's going to be sending me some juices to review. That we'll have that coming up here in a couple weeks. But subscribe to the channel. Give me some comments below. Let me know what you'd like to see more of. And as always, let's stay off the stinkies and keep vaping.